Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. Now, I am way too hyped about this What I Eat in a Day. In fact, I don't think I've been so excited about one of these videos as like I am about this one in a while, because some of these recipes are now like my favorite current recipes. I think and hope you guys will love them. And with that being said, let's hop right in. So I was hungry on this day, and so I decided to have a huge breakfast. So I wanted to make some asparagus. So I've shown you guys this trick that you guys actually taught me by taking the asparagus and individually breaking the woody tip off of each asparagus, as opposed to like cutting it with the knife. It actually makes the entire asparagus so much more tender and edible when it cooks. So once I broke off the ends, I put it on my baking tray with some olive oil. Then I added some red chili pepper flakes, some pepper, some garlic salt, and then I just used my hands to kind of rub everything together and get the tasty goodness all over all of the vegetables. So I guess they're not vegetables, it's just asparagus, but I rubbed everything together and then I threw it in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. So I had some Brussels sprouts that I wanted to eat before they went bad. And recently I actually went to Blaze Pizza here in Nashville, and they had cooked Brussels sprouts in a unique way that I had never cooked them before, and I got them on my pizza. If you watch all my day in my lives or my week in my lives, you probably saw that video. So I chopped up the Brussels sprouts just into kind of like slivers, like kind of trying to emulate what the Brussels sprouts would be like if I had shaved them. So once I cut them down, then I took some white sweet Vidalia onion and I chopped that up. Then I added some Kerrygold butter to my nonstick pan because I just wanted the taste of the butter. And then I threw in my Brussels sprouts and my onions. Then I added some pepper and some pink Himalayan sea salt, and I stirred it all together and let it cook. By the way, I'm hoping this week we can film and upload our review of this cookware, because I've mentioned this before, but it is non-toxic, non-stick cookware, which is extremely rare and hard to find. That's why I can use the metal spoon on this pan while I'm cooking. We have loved this stuff. I will have it linked in the info box if you can't wait for the review and want to check it out, but I am hoping that that will happen this week. So then I added some balsamic vinegar to the mix, finished cooking that, and then took it off the heat. Then I took the same pan, added some avocado oil, and then I scrambled 2 eggs. Added some pepper and some pink Himalayan sea salt, and then I also threw some aged cheddar cheese into the mix as well. Then I took my spoon and I just kind of like stirred and scraped everything off the pan to just kind of make some scrambled eggs. By the way, pro tip, or at least it's like my personal tip, I try to not let the eggs cook for too long, especially if the pan was already hot, because I think the eggs kind of taste funny that way. So if you almost kind of undercook them, but not actually undercook them, I think they end up cooking like just perfectly. So I had toasted some sourdough toast. So once it popped, of course, I added avocado to it. We're not calling this avocado toast, by the way, people. We're just saying that the avocado was part of the toast, but it's not avocado toast, okay? Then I squeezed some fresh lemon juice. Duh. Then I added some red chili pepper flakes. Then I took my scrambled eggs and I scooped some onto each piece of toast. Then I plated my toast and I added my Brussels sprout mix that I had cooked up as well. My mouth is seriously watering, by the way, because this was so good, like insanely good. Oh, by the way, I purchased my Brussels sprouts at Costco. I find that they're like the best price and quantity there. So at this point, my asparagus was done cooking. I pulled it out of the oven and then I added some lemon juice. And then guys, I also had some fruit on the side, believe it or not. And also, believe it or not, I ate almost all of this food. I had some leftover asparagus, but I was full and happy and ready to go about my day. Oh, and I forgot to show you, of course, I had to have some iced tea on the side. I get so many questions about what tea I brew. If you go on my blog and check under my shop, my Amazon favorites, I have my 2 favorite teas linked there. So for lunch, I wasn't very hungry because, as you saw, I had the world's biggest breakfast. So I decided to make, get ready for it, the best hummus literally ever. Guys, I'm obsessed with this hummus. My friend gave me the gist of this recipe and I'm seriously obsessed. So I used great white northern beans. Then I added some olive oil, added in about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, and also a big heaping of sun-dried tomatoes, which the sun-dried tomatoes in this, guys, are just like tart and delicious. And just everything. So then I squeezed in a bunch of lemon juice. Never enough, guys, am I right? Then I added some pepper and some salt. So at this point, I realized I had forgotten to put my little blender clip-in thing. So I had to pour all of the toppings out and then pour them back into the processor. This is a mini blender, by the way. I have this food processor attachment and I absolutely love it. So then I just blended everything together. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm not kidding. I think this is my favorite hummus I have ever had in my life, store-bought or anywhere. So I had the hummus with some organic Triscuits, and then I decided to cut up some more watermelon because, you know, once you open a watermelon, it's kind of like, okay, I'm ready to eat through this. And I had had some for breakfast, so I decided to chop some more up for my little snicky snack lunch. Okay guys, so moving on to dinner. I did not get all of the cooking for this, but Deanna had smoked some jalapenos and my sister Shayna came over and made some guacamole and some salsa out of the smoked jalapenos. Just trust me, it was the most amazing salsa and guac ever. And then I made this side salad of my leftover Brussels sprouts and onion mix, and I added in some kale, Parmesan. Dan had made up a little bit of bacon. I added some tomatoes to mine, cilantro, and a little bit of organic Caesar salad dressing that I had. Now on this night, we kind of went full on with dinner. So Dan had smoked some ribs that day, and so he just kind of like started making everyone quesadillas with some aged cheddar cheese and this random like queso sauce from Costco. And so he would put that on, as well as the smoked meat. And some chopped jalapenos, and then he just grilled it on the pan. And let me tell you, this was insane. Like, I moaned the entire time I ate it. So I'm sorry I didn't get the cooking part of this, but I was having so much fun just hanging out playing video games with my sister, it didn't even cross my mind. So if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to check my info box, because as usual, I am doing a semi-secret, but not actually secret giveaway to say thank you to you guys for all of your support of my channel. I appreciate it so much, and it's my way to say thank you back to you for all of that support. So I will hopefully see you guys back here very soon with another new video. All right, bye guys.